here with at CPAC Mexico with the president of Mis amigos migrantes, pues aquí estoy.
Total catastrophe, and it is a crisis.
Of a child, right there. All these NGOs, you're fake. It is this, the crisis of children.
Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Voice News. It is today, November 19th. I believe that it's 8:45 in the evening over here, West Coast time. It is nice to say hello to you guys. It's a pleasure to say hello to you guys tonight. To the type of discussion, I will do some Q&A, and I will answer some questions from you guys. If you guys want to ask some questions, go ahead. I'll gladly answer your questions and then in the live feed. The topic of tonight, for people that want to come in and jump in and ask the questions, it is the military sending or being sent to the United States borders. Is it necessary? And that is the question for tonight. For people that they have been following me since now quite some years, they have, a lot of you guys have seen what have I shown to the whole world of what is actually the reality of what's happening. And really, what I believe strongly, it is that the military is not being sent to prevent migrants from coming in. That you will have, or illegal crossings, you will have the Border Patrol to do that. That is their obligation. The military will be sent, or the National Guard will be sent to send a message, an extraordinary message, to the cartel and to the organized crime, to tell them, you know what, enough is enough, and that's about it. We had enough. We had enough of your games. We had enough of your abuse. We had enough of your trafficking. We had enough of everything. We had enough. That is about it. We have had enough, and that is about it. And that is I believe that is the strong message to send the National Guard into the borders. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? For me, it is a thing that took so long. And they needed to send the military to the United States borders from the longest of time. And they took so long. It really took so long. It took a long time. I don't know what took them so long, really, to send the military. I will answer your questions for every single one of you that is right here in the live feed. Q&A for people that want to ask about this military situation being sent in the borders. World topics. I have been in the war with Ukraine, also with Russia. I've been a couple of coverages in the wars with Israel, in the line of Gaza, and also in the line of Lebanon. There is a question right here. Good evening, Oscar, 1145 in Ohio. Let's say hello to all the way to Cleveland, Ohio. Glad to see you safe. You're a warrior for America. Thank you so much. God bless you. What is going on with the current administration? Why are people trying to agitate Putin? Well, I believe what happened today, the Ukrainian military sending missiles that they are American made, or they were potentially being sent by the United States government. Not the United States government launched them, but the United States gave them these missiles to Ukraine. I believe that they're trying to create some kind of hostility for Donald Trump when it comes in and make it more difficult to create a peace with these two countries. And, to make it more difficult for the transition, it is obvious that they're trying to do that. It's the craziest thing about it is that when Donald Trump just became president and president-elect, a lot of these people started talking. Putin started saying like, "Hey, we're ready to create a peace deal." Zelensky also called it, peace deal. Hamas said, "You know what? We want a ceasefire. That's it about it." Caravans started getting dismantled. You got a bunch of things that were going on at the same time, and now all of a sudden you have these warmongers that they are Joe Biden and the administration that they want to create chaos, division, and they want to continue with this war to make money and to create power out of it. It's just crazy how the American people do not see how this can lead into potential World War III, and ultimately your kids being sent to a war that the United States doesn't even want to be in this war. It's just crazy. The animosity and the hatred that they have over Trump, they were willing to do whatever it takes. That's my opinion, my perspective. How well armed are the cartels? More than you think. Extremely sophisticated. They have the highest technology. They are well equipped. They have a lot of money. They're extremely rich. They have a lot of territory. They are high artillery. They have, they are extremely prepared. They're not your typical average people. They are well equipped on intelligence. They have international hackers. They have people well prepared for their job. So yes, they're extremely equipped. I'm sorry. Trump will strike within Mexico to eliminate the cartels. If cartels keep doing what they're doing, I believe no. They cannot do that. That will be international intervention, and that will never happen. Mark Allen, I feel like they are wanting to cause the most chaos as well, Oscar. I'm very impressed with how plug into the craziness. I think Biden's decision was not on his own. He has never made a decision on his own. He's being controlled, and we already know who's controlling this guy. But it's obvious that they're trying to create some kind of animosity for the next administration to have it really hard for them to have a peace deal with these kind of people. That's what I believe. The current administration are showing Americans their true colors. They are monsters and be brought to justice as soon as they exit the White House. They should be charged with crimes against humanity. Alejandro Mayorkas, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, all of these people. They're part of this. And they were clapping in Congress when it was funded. When they are giving billions to Ukraine, they were clapping in Congress. It's a disaster, really. It's a complete disaster. Pam Jackson right here. America has become a very weak country. Remove God and put in Sodom and Gomorrah. Well, it's biblical. A lot of the things are biblical. What is happening right now, so it's mostly amazing that a lot of people do not see how biblical this is, but it's way biblical. It's really biblical. We're living on biblical times, and it's extremely aggravating that we are not seeing that. But yes, thanks for all you do for this country. Stay safe. Take care, Oscar. God bless you. God bless you too. It's incredible what we have been, seeing in the past weeks. And I will be honest, with every single one of you. To say if it is okay to military to be sent into the United States borders is one of the things that Americans, the majority of Americans, were saying. You know what? It took a lot of time. It's about time they send the military to the United States borders. But they have also sent the National Guard. And the National Guard was not doing anything. They were just processing, making sure migrants were getting, accommodated as soon as they crossed. Completely the opposite of protection of their sovereign nation. It's completely different, right? So it's, it's. I believe that it was time, and if it is going to be called like that, National Guard into the borders. Let's see the reaction of the cartel. This is for every action there is a reaction. It is not as we are lying about it. For every action there's a reaction, and it is a reality. Let's see how the cartel reacts about this. Let's see how they are going to react, because you're just going to cut the funding of how much money they have been making in the past years under Biden. They have been making a lot of money. So, it is a reality. They're making a lot of money. How you're going to just one day to another come in and say the enough is enough? The reaction, it is going to be not as it's going to be really hostile. Um, let's see. There's a comment right here. No, it's not okay. U.S. militaries are not to be used on American soil. National Guard, yes, they are. That's why they call National Guard. I don't know if Melanie, Guardia Nacional, they are to protect the country. National Guard. Am I right or am I wrong, people? Isn't the National Guard supposed to be to protect the country and the borders and the sovereign of the nation? Uh, uh, am I wrong? I'm not wrong, right? I'm trying to think about this. Do you think Putin is also trying to get rid of the deep state? Come on. That's too much of a conspiracy. Uh Too much of a conspiracy, man. Um Just, but I believe military can defend our borders. Well, they can protect. That's what they need to do, right? Somebody saying it gets complicated, and it's not supposed to be complicated. It's just easy. You protect, and that is it. Yes, the National Guard can operate in our country. The military cannot. Exactly. National Guard, yes. Thank you. National Guard was created to just protect our borders when our actual military were overseas. You have a lot of people overseas. I don't know if, and Kamala Harris made the most stupidest fact check statement saying that you did not have military personnel in combat zones on the debate. It was the most stupidest comment. Oscar, what do you think about President Trump's carrying out his promise sending the illegal immigrants back to their countries? 11 million of them. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. 11 million, it's going to be extremely hard. The personnel of ICE, I think that is 7,500. You need more personnel, of course. You're going to have the personnel of the Border Patrol in the borders, guarding the borders. And you're going to need personnel in the United States Customs. This is why he wants to be helped by the National Guard. You need more personnel. It's going to be, a whole lot of overtime for the ICE agents. Is the only thing I got to say. Whole lot of overtime for the ICE agents. Does the cartel have 100K military? Anyway, sometimes a lot of people ask really complicated and difficult questions. How do you know that I know how much is the quantity? I know that they are extremely equipped and they have high artillery, but it's not like the military. I'm just saying they have high equipped artillery and also modern technology um, for the type of disastrous and terrorist work that they do. Mm, uh, it was just passed that the military can use force on citizens. It passed last week. Don't know about that. Uh, Democrats should had to pay out of pocket for deportation. The Democrats is a political party from your country. It is not from other country. It is from your country. So they're sucking the teeth out of the American taxpayer. Mm. Our cartels train. Thank you for understanding us. They're thugs. Most men recruited and forced. Um, so a lot of the people are asking, is the military necessary? And this is my answer. I have said it since I started talking about this. Yes, it is absolutely, you know, necessary to secure the border. You have terrorist organizations on the other side of Mexico, cartel organizations, organized crime, as you can say, that they are threatening not only the citizens of the United States of America, the migrants, and also the Mexican citizens. Um, and and it's a national threat. So of course, absolutely, undeniably, they need to put the military on the border. Whoever does not want the military on the border wants this continuous violent action to continue on the borders, and they want to continue with the cartels operating massively on the borders. The majority that they don't want this are progressive liberals. They were born in the United States, Hispanics, liberals, white liberals. They don't want this, and they're saying that these are talking points and that these are like, yeah, always denigrating the speech of somebody else. It is a reality. You need the military over there. If the military, it is called National Guard, you need the National Guard over there. Oscar, you think the U.S. military will use violence? Hopefully not. Uh, you know, um, the National Guard it's potentially going to be put there to protect the United States borders from the organized crime and the cartel, not from people coming in. That is the obligation of the Border Patrol. Biden passed a bill that allows to use of force of via military in cases of extremism, domestic terror, of threats. Look into it, Oscar. If I have time, I will look into it. Thank you so much. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Real America's Boys News. I wanted to do this quick live just to talk to you guys about the topics that we're going to be touching tomorrow. The topics that we are going to be touching tomorrow are going to be exclusively, and there are going to be, undeniably, they're going to be topics that we are going to be uh, of the security of the National Guard, security of the border, and security of how everything it is being handled as it right now. And that is specifically what we are going to be talking about this week. It is extremely important that we start talking about this because Well, there's difficult times that they're going to be arriving, uh, and there are difficult times that are going to be changing. Uh, and I'm about to go and get some rest. Tomorrow, we will be talking about this. I'm feeling a little bit sick, so I believe that I need to go and I haven't gone to the gym, so that's possibly it. I'm feeling sick because I haven't gone to the gym. So I'm about to hit the gym tomorrow and see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Um, Thank you so much for everybody to join in. Let me just say, hey Oscar, you are all right, brother. You look tired. I'm a little bit sick. I just wanted to just come in here, test the audience for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to have a big live feed. Possibly I'm going to invite somebody to come in and talk about national security issues and talk about big topics, regarding these national security issues and how this national security can be handled. It is really important to see how they're going to be handling this national security. Simple as this, for everybody that is watching. You need border security. Yes, you need. Uh, has the border gotten out of control? Yes, it has gotten out of control. Do you need the National Guard? Yes, you need the National Guard. And in Mexico, they have the National Guard. So um, you need the National Guard in the United States to send a message that we are not playing around and that ultimately we are going to fix it. God bless you, every single one of you. Thank you for joining in. Buy me a coffee. It is right there pinned in the chat for people that want to contribute to my independent reporting and travel fund. I'm going to go and rest. I'm not feeling good, but I hope that I can feel better tomorrow to talk to you guys. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, God's plan, that is our mission.